What should I do if I disagree with my parents on important values or beliefs?
Wow, wow, wow. What should I do if I disagree with my parents on important values I believe? You know what? I think and it's hard because everybody is different. Some people can get offended, some people can get aggressive, some people can get distant based off your opinion of certain topics, but glory be to God. I have an amazing dad, and he is so open-minded and he creates such a safe space for me to be honest with him. Even if we don't agree, he listens to me and he allows me to tell my experience and my truth, but I only know that why recently um I had to get really, really deep with my dad and I had to go there, like let him know my experience in my childhood as a child. Like, this is my experience, and I'm letting you know this at 34 years old. And I wrote him a letter, and it was so freeing and so healing. But let me tell you, I went into it like no matter his response, no matter if he's offended, if he's mad, if he's angry, if he's disappointed, if he doesn't hear me, if he doesn't understand me, if he doesn't agree with me, if he doesn't, if he doesn't anything, I am still going to read this letter. It doesn't matter his response. What matters is he knows me and knows my truth and knows where I stand on this topic. So I think it's so important, especially as adults. We're adults now. We're not kids that are being raised in our parents' household. We are adults with our own minds and our own values and morals and things that we're like, you know what? Like, each generation should be getting better, better. I believe there are things that we can teach our parents, and there are things that we can learn from them, wisdom and knowledge from them. But there are things that they can learn from us. So it's not a right or wrong thing, it's an honesty thing. And whether you have that safe space or not, I promise you, do it for you. You will feel so much better standing up for yourself, standing up for what you believe in, but do it in love. It doesn't have to be a debate and a battle. Let your parents know where you stand with certain topics and how you feel.
Because you're responsible for your own healing.
Wow.
And I think a lot of times we 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 put it through a filter of how they're going to feel,
Yep.
but at the end of the day that's not important.
Yep.
Like, you want to make sure that you're honorable and respectable in what you say,
Yep.
but this is for me.
Yep.
This is for me and my healing and the
Yep.
healing that I'm the journey that I'm on. So,
And before we get to this next question, just because they're your parents doesn't mean they're right.
yeah.
It doesn't. I know they raised you. I know they provided for you. I know you love them. I know in some you might not have healthy relationships with them, but we're still in the mindset of being a little kid. That's my dad. That's my mom. That's my granny. They're wrong as hell. They're wrong. They're wrong. They don't want to change their mindset. They're older and they're still eating ice cream every day, but got diabetes and they're sick. And it's like, all right, now we got two options. We could either change the diet or, man, forget that diet, all that. I've been eating this long. And you know how they get in their ways and their mindset. Just because they're in a certain mindset doesn't make it right. Just because they're older. You can be older and wrong. So I think we need to get that out of our mind. And like you said, it's your job to do your own healing. I'm doing this for me. I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing this to make you feel comfortable, to make you feel good, to people please you, to walk on eggshells around you and make sure I say everything the right way so you don't get offended. But I am doing it in love. I'm doing it in love. I'm going to tell my truth in love. And however you take it, it's on you. But I got to I got to be honest and let you know my experience from my standpoint.
What should I do if I want to set healthy boundaries with my parents and improve our relationship?
Mm. I think that's kind of the same. Don't you? Same question?
Yeah, honesty.
Honesty. Yeah. Honesty, transparency, and just healthy boundaries. First, you have to figure out what your boundaries are. Like, not just with your parents, but in general. I never really knew what my boundaries were because I never had none. I never really had to go and like, what is my boundary here? How am I like a certain thing in my family? It was always like, okay, if this person comes, the other person has to come. I'm like, but I don't want to be involved with the other person. So I let the person know, hey, you can either come alone or I actually don't want you at my house. Like you have to be honest. You have to be honest because the more you people please and the more you dim your light to make everybody else happy, you are slowly crumbling away because you cannot show up as your true, authentic self. That is what's giving you anxiety. That is what's having you toss and turn at night. That is what you're depressed about because you can't walk into a room and let your light shine and be yourself because you're not honest with your environment, including your parents. Honesty, honesty, honesty. And me, I'm just getting to the point where I can fully articulate myself and not care if I offend somebody because I know my intent and I know I'm doing it in love and I know I'm trying to do it in the best way possible. Please, thank you, affirm, truth, affirm. That's how you got to get it. Let me tell you, I do this trick. I don't like shaking people's hands. So when people hold out their hand, I dap them up. I do this. And then when they do this, they dap me up. They kind of feel offended. You got to tell the truth, then affirm. Dap up. I love your hair, brother. You look so nice. Where did you get that outfit? They forget about the offense, go right into affirmation. That's a trick. I do it when I'm shaking people's hand. I'm telling y'all it works. So anybody, see, damn, now y'all going to know my trick. I should probably edit this out. I don't want to shake your hand. Let me just say that. I know where my hands have been. You don't want to shake my hand. I just got done scratching my ass. You don't want to shake mine. So I'm really trying to save both of us. I don't know when that last time you was in your nose, and you don't know the last time I was in my ass. So I like to dap it up. But when you dap it up, people get offended. Like, why don't you want to touch me? Because you're a nasty human, just like me. I don't want to touch you. So I dap them up. As soon as that fist hit, wow. Love your energy. Love your hair. I find something that I like, so I'm not lying. I never lie. You got to find something that you like. It's something that you like about the person. Affirm that. It's a trick of the mind. So yes, tell the truth and backdoor it with affirmation. You know what? I didn't like the way this made me feel when you did this, but I do really appreciate the way you show up in this area. Everything ain't all bad. Tell the truth, the honesty, and then end in affirmation.